What's going on, everybody? Billy Floyd here. It is a beautiful, rainy Thursday morning. But hey, man, there's always a rainbow after it rains, so keep that in mind. This past week has been pretty gloomy, man. It's been really, really rainy outside. I don't know if everybody here that's checking this out or watching this video is in Florida, but pretty much Central Florida has been blanketed with rain and storms and clouds and just gloomy weather for a long, long time. What up, Glenn? Good to see you, bro. Good morning, everybody. So yes, my name is Billy Floyd. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Welcome to the downward slope of your work week. I hope your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday have been phenomenal. Hi, Tara. I hope your Thursday is going really well so far, and you guys are looking forward to a really great weekend. Before we get into watering the flower, morning sunshine. Before we get into watering your flowers, I do have to remind you, tomorrow at 7:45, I'll be with my good friend Jay the Commodore Stevens, Jimmy Thomas, Cody Sanders, and a good team. We're headed out to the Max 98.3 and the Mayhem in the AM studios for some live radio action. We're going to be playing 2 songs live on Mayhem in the AM. Then we're going to be pinning the sidekicks against each other in a sidekick clash 2 to see how well the sidekicks know their hosts, Eric and Michael. Eric and Len. Eric, Michaels, and Len. So many names. But I hope you guys are doing really well and you're having a good week. You're looking forward to a really great weekend. So Friday, tomorrow morning, before we get into watering the flowers, 2 radio shows starting at 7:45 in the morning. Please check in with Facebook Live. We're going to stream the whole thing. And then Saturday evening at the venue in downtown Orlando. Just on the outskirts of downtown Orlando. I will be with the Commodore as well, and we will be playing some amazing tunes for you. So if you need any tickets, let me know. You can go to billyfloyd.com and click on shop, and it's the very first thing right at the top. So please pick up your tickets. They're only $10. It'll be really great to see you guys there. This is a new format for Jay and I. We're working really hard to put together a good show. So we may be giving some tickets away on the air tomorrow as well. So if you guys can make it, by all means, please let me know, and it would be great to see you guys. With that said, one of the things I was talking about yesterday was watering your flowers. Now, I got a couple messages yesterday where people were talking about, what do I mean by that? So let me break it down for you real quick. I was talking about throughout the day, we only have so much time. We only have so much energy. We only have so much to give. We only have so much. And we have a lot of flowers that we need to water. So think of a flower as a responsibility that you have. So say you're in a relationship, that's a flower. Say you have a job, that's a flower. Say you have a good relationship with your parents or with your friends, that's a flower. You have bills you need to take care of, that's a flower. You have a house you need to take care of, that's a flower. You have puppies, you have fish, you have a monkey. Who knows? If you have a monkey, let me know, man. I'd love to come over and play with the monkey. That'd be great. So these are all flowers that you guys have to take care of on a daily basis. And now you are somebody else's flower. Don't forget that. It's not just your responsibility to nurture the relationship or nurture that relationship between you and whoever. It's their responsibility to nurture it as well. This is a two-way street, ladies and gentlemen. It's how it works. So we were talking about watering flowers, and is it that easy? Not necessarily, because everybody's water could be different. Okay, I watched the video yesterday, and they were talking about, it said, and one of my friends had shared it, and it said, watch this before you break up. I was like, all right, this is interesting. Maybe I can learn something before anything happens. That'd be good. So I'm like, okay, let me check this out. So I watched this video, and it had 3 people, a guy, his girlfriend, and then a mutual friend. And the conversation opened up with the girl calling the mutual friend. Hey, John, it's Susie. Hey, Susie, what's going on? Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about, we'll call him Steven. I just want to talk to you about Steven, you know, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like he takes me everywhere. We go out to dinners, we travel, but he's not opening up. Like, I don't feel like he's giving me time, and I don't know if he likes me, or I don't know if he wants to spend time with me, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not really sure where we are in our relationship, and I feel like maybe this may not be the relationship for me. I don't know what to do. John says, hey, I understand. He's like, you know, give me a little bit. Let me think about it. You know, can I do that? And she's like, yeah, of course. He says, okay, I'll get back to you. Great. Next scene, Steven, the boyfriend, calls the mutual friend, John. Hey, John, how are you? Hey, Steven, how's it going, man? Oh, it's going really well. I just wanted to talk to you about Susie. Okay, yeah, what's going on, man? You know, I mean, I take her to dinners, and I take her out, and we go to movies, and we travel, and we do all these great things. But I just feel like, you know, I feel like she doesn't, maybe she doesn't dig me. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't get it, or maybe maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, because, you know, like, I don't know. She just doesn't communicate with me. She doesn't tell me what's going on. She doesn't talk to me. She doesn't let me know what's happening in her life. And I feel like maybe this isn't the relationship for me. He says, okay, I understand 100%. So the next scene is they're together. John is sitting next to Susie and Steven, and he's talking to them, and they were talking about love language. And how the way that Steven was loving Susie was taking her to movies, and they were traveling, and they were going out all the time. They were going out to fancy dinners. They were doing all this stuff. But that's not what she wanted. That's not how she understood that he loved her. She wanted his time. She wanted him to just be there so they could be together and spend time together. Without the dinners, without the movies, without the traveling, just to be together. That's what she wanted. And on the flip side, Steven, she was, loving him, and they were spending time together, and they were going out all over the place, but she wasn't communicating with him. And that's what he needed. He didn't need anything else. He just needed her to tell him what was going on and how she felt. That's what he needed. And that's where they started to run into an impasse, is their love languages were different. The way that he was loving her was not the way she needed to be loved. And the way that she was loving him was not the way that he needed to be loved to understand and to feel confident about the relationship. And once you get through that pass and you understand how to love each other, you understand each other's love language, it becomes so much easier. It becomes so much clearer to be able to do it. Love is pure. Love is amazing. It should be the greatest, purest thing on the face of the planet. But we complicate it because we don't know our own love language, or we don't talk to our partners, or our partners don't talk to us to let us know what's going on. So let's get back to watering your flowers. You got to pick the right kind of water. So, for example, when I say your fish are flowers and you're watering your flowers, trust me, man, your fish are going to need more than water to survive. They're going to need fish food. You got to take care of them. So when it comes to watering your flowers, you got to know what kind of water to give them. You got to know what those flowers need to survive, what they need. So your significant other, your friends, maybe your friends just need you to call them on the phone and be like, yo, Angelo, what's up, brother? Hey, man, it's Billy. I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything is okay. Yeah, man, everything's great with me. How's work? How's life? How's your mom? How's your family? What's going on? Maybe that's the water Angelo needs. Maybe Angelo doesn't need me to go on his Amazon wish list to start buying him a bunch of shit. Maybe that's not what he needs. So all these relationships are built on communication. It's number one. Communication is number one. Without that, everything fails. Without that, it's just a huge guessing game. And we guess and we guess and we try to figure out what each other wants, but we don't know. We have no idea. We just got to make it up, and we hope that we're hitting the nail on the head. So you got to water your flowers and make sure that you nurture them and you pay attention to them every single day. Because a flower can go a day without water, maybe 2 days without water. But once you start getting a little longer, man, it starts to wither. It starts to wither. Now, you can bring it back from the dead sometimes if the flower wants to be brought back. But if it's neglected too much, it may not be. But again, it's not just your responsibility. Communication is two ways, guys. It's two ways. So if you're in a relationship and you're going through some hard times, if you're in a friendship and you're going through some hard times, if you're at work and you're going through some hard times and you're confused and you're not sure exactly what's going on and you need clarity, again, communication is number one. Try to keep your emotions calm. Try to cool heads prevail. So you got to water your flowers and make sure you water them every day. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Sometimes it's just a little tiny thing. I keep good relationships with my parents because, well, they're geniuses and they're smarter than I am. So I call them definitely on a weekly basis. Every couple of days I give them a call to see how my mom's doing, to see how my dad's doing. And it doesn't take very long. It's just a couple minutes. Hey, guys, I was thinking about you. I hope you're okay. Hey, guys, how's work? Hey, guys, how's this? Hey, how's this? My sister, same thing. I try to call her at least once a week just to touch base. She knows I love her. But you got to water the flowers. My friends I've been in touch with, the past couple of weeks I've been in touch with my friends a lot more. And I miss you guys, and I'm sorry I was so distant. We get wrapped up in so many things in our life that the next thing you know, weeks have gone by, months have gone by, and you're not even paying attention. Everything is flying by, and your flowers aren't getting watered. And the next thing you know, out of the blue, somebody's upset with you, somebody's angry with you, somebody's grown distant from you, or you may even lose someone. And nobody wants to get to that point. Nobody wants to get to that point. It's really hard to get them back once you lose someone. It's really tough. So you got to make sure that you water your flowers every day. But you have to understand your flower enough to understand what kind of water they need. So if it's buying your boyfriend a new video game, if it's getting your girlfriend whatever, some flowers, or if it's getting her some I don't know, maybe whatever her hobbies are, maybe she loves to paint, getting her some new brushes, maybe she loves to whatever, detail her car. You know, who knows, man? You got to know what their love language is, and you got to be able to touch base with that specifically. Because again, what we were talking about the other day is if you want to feel like you love someone, if you want to be in love with someone, love them. If you don't know how to love them, how are you possibly going to do that? If you don't know how to water the flower, how are you going to keep it alive? You got to learn. And sometimes it's through your own things, sometimes it's through listening, sometimes it's through learning and experience. A lot of times it's through talking and watching and understanding what they need and communicating with those people, communicating with that person to figure out what they need to stay alive and vibrant and in love. And it's tough. It's hard work, and it is a two-way street. Please understand, none of us are Atlas. None of us can support the whole world on our shoulders. We can't do it. We're all going through this world, and we're trying to take care of a billion things every single day. Any kind of relationship that you're in, it takes two people. They both have to nurture it. That's why a lot of times I've heard people say, oh, in a relationship it's 50-50, in a relationship it's 50-50. No, man, that's bullshit. In a relationship, it's got to be 100-100. Now, are we always going to hit that 100? No way. Of course not. We have work, we have jobs, we have passions, we have friends, we have things that pull us away, family, we have things that happen throughout our day that are unexpected, that we need to spend more time nurturing and taking care of. Absolutely not. You never really know. So you got to give 100%, both sides 100%. So when you're having a bad day, Katrina, when you're having a bad day, Adam, when you're having a bad day, John, when you're having a bad day, Dennis, your partners, your significant others can step in and make up for that balance. Dennis, if you're having a tough day, bro, and and I know what you do for work, bro, and I commend you for that, man. It is admirable. We need more people like you. If you're having a tough day at work and it's weighing you down and it's weighing your mind down and you're distracted when you get home and you know you need to spend time with Tara, you know you need to love on Tara, you know you need to. But if you're distracted and you're stressed and you got 1,000 things on your mind and you can't focus and you don't realize you can't focus, you may be lost. That's when Tara, as a good partner, as a good lover, as a good friend, recognizes that and steps in and says, hey sweetheart, what's going on? Or maybe she makes you a nice scotch to ease your day. And what does that do? She feels good because she made you feel better, and you feel good because somebody was there to love you. And that's how this whole thing works. Two-way street. You guys got to love each other. So you got to water your flowers. You are somebody else's flower. Whether you be a tulip, a rose, a daffodil, a honeysuckle, whatever you want to call it. You are somebody else's flower. And it's their responsibility to water you just like it is your responsibility to water them. And you maintain those relationships by keeping in touch with each other and communicating. And you may be in an area right now, you may be in a rocky part of your relationship right now where maybe you guys sleep in the same bed, but you're not telling each other you love each other. You're not telling each other goodnight. Maybe you're going through a hard time. Maybe you're in the midst of a disagreement or an argument. Don't let that shit stop you, man. That'll ruin a relationship. Step it up. Reach over to that person. Take them tight in your arms and tell them, listen, I know we're going through a hard time right now, but we'll make it through. I know you love me and I love you, and we'll make it happen. We're strong. We can survive. And you buckle down, you hold on, and you get through. And you pull through with each other. That's the whole point. You can't give up. You can't give up on each other. You got to pull through. So you may be in a tough time with a friend right now. Maybe you had a disagreement with a family member. Maybe you had a disagreement with a significant other. Maybe you did. Maybe you're in the midst of it right now and you're upset with them and you don't want to talk to them. You want to make things right, but you're mad and they're mad at you and they think you did something. Maybe you did. Maybe you did do something. You think they did something. Maybe they did. Maybe they did that thing. But is it worth losing your relationship over? Is it worth it? Probably not. It's probably something silly. It's probably something goofy. It's probably something that you guys can get past really quickly. It probably is. But we're stubborn and we're prideful and we're scared to admit when we're wrong. Good morning, Gene. It's not about wrong or right. It's about apologizing to each other, being sincere about it, and making it through together. because we're all human and we all make mistakes. So if you find yourself in a relationship right now, if you're finding yourself in a friendship right now that needs repair, if you are on the outs with somebody in your family and it needs repair, repair it. Be the bigger person. Step up and repair it. It's the only way that you're ever going to benefit from a relationship. We all make mistakes. We learn from those mistakes, hopefully. We apologize when we need to apologize, and we move forward. What up, John? Good to see you, bro. So you got to water your flowers. That's what it's all about. Whether it's a brother like Anthony that you have, John, maybe it's Ruth, Jean, maybe it's your significant other, Katrina, maybe it's Jess, Adam. That love language is imperative. You guys got to spend time taking care of it, man. You got to spend time watering those flowers. Now again, two-way street. It's their responsibility as well to make sure that you're okay. It's their responsibility to touch base with you, to see how you are, to water their flowers. You're not Atlas. You can't do it alone. That's why it's a relationship. There's compromise and understanding and teamwork. And a huge part of that is communication. It's the number one part of the whole thing, is talking to each other and letting each other know what's going on. You got to talk. We're not mind readers. Women aren't mind readers. Guys aren't mind readers. Guys are simple, man. We're primitive. Women, you're much more complex than we are. If something's going on between two dudes, we probably just get over it, man. That's it. Hey, John, what's going on? I was a dick. My bad, bro. I shouldn't have done that. I hope you can forgive me. John's like, yeah, dude, you were a dick. But it's cool, man, because I've been a dick before, and we're cool now. Okay, great. Guys are simple, man. Sometimes that's not a good thing. Women, you guys are way smarter than we are. You're much more complex than we are. And the mind's real. So if you're in a relationship with a dude and the dude gets upset and he walks out, trust me, dudes, you're creating a massive amount of anxiety for your girl. She doesn't know where you're going. She doesn't know what you're doing. She doesn't know who you're with. And what she's going to do is she's going to manifest the worst possible scenario in her head. That's what she's going to do. Nobody deserves that. Don't let her do it. Same thing with you guys. If you walk out, calm heads prevail. So take your time, communicate with people, water your flowers, guys. Please. That's all I can tell you. Two-way street. Communication goes both ways. If you find yourself in some trouble right now, if you're in trouble with a relationship or a friendship or somebody in your family, step it up. Take the step, seal the deal, fix the breach. You'll be stronger for it. I guarantee it. You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of gas because I'm in really, really bad traffic here. So yeah, I'm going to give AAA a call. I love you guys. Stay out of trouble. And again, there's always a rainbow, baby, after it rains. See ya.